Hello everybody. In this video you are going to find all theory and formula needed in circular motion. Circular motion can be separated into horizontal motion and vertical motion. We are going to discuss circular motion on a horizontal plane in this video. Now we will discuss required theory and formula. We consider a particle moving in a circle. The radius of the circle is r and the speed is constant, which is v, and this particle moves in a horizontal plane. This diagram shows the situation. V is equal to r omega, where omega is the angular velocity. Period of oscillation t is 2 pi over omega or 2 pi r over v. T is used for tension also, so be careful. Frequency f is 1 over t, that is omega over 2 pi or v divided by 2 pi r. Instantaneous acceleration along AO, that is v squared over r or r omega squared. Instantaneous acceleration perpendicular to AO, that is 0. If the mass of the particle is m, centrifugal force is mv squared over r or mr omega squared. Centripetal force. This is the force needed to send a particle in circular motion. This force is directed towards the center. Centrifugal force. This is the force we get because of a particle moving in a circle. Because of a particle moving in a circle, it gets a force which is called as centrifugal force, and this is directed away from the center. When a stone is tied to a string, is rotated in a horizontal circle and released, in which direction it flies. That is, whether the particle flies toward the center or outside the center. How we can describe this or explain this? To explain this, we have to consider the centrifugal force. When we rotate a particle holding or tied to a string, there will be a tension in the string, that is towards the center of the circle, which makes this particle to move along a circle. But once we release the string, this tension goes off. So now which force acts? That is the centrifugal force. Therefore, this particle should fly away from the circle or away from the center. A conical pendulum. We get a conical pendulum when a mass is tied with a string and it is rotated around a horizontal circle. Although the particle rotates around a horizontal circle, the string is not horizontal. String is slanted to the vertical. A particle of mass m is hung by an inextensible string. Length is L. The particle rotates in a horizontal circle with a constant speed v. The strings makes an angle theta with the vertical. Now we can see this in the diagram. T is the tension of the string, L is the length of the string, and mg is the weight of the particle, m omega squared L sin theta is the centrifugal force. The string is inclined to theta with the vertical. So the radius is going to be L sin theta. We know sin theta is opposite over hypotenuse, so the opposite will be hypotenuse into sin theta. Acceleration omega squared L sin theta or v squared over L sin theta. We normally write acceleration as r omega squared, but I have written the length behind to avoid confusion over sin theta and omega squared. Centrifugal force m omega squared L sin theta or mv squared over L sin theta. Now we know this particle does not move vertically, that is, the particle does not go up or down. Therefore, all upward forces or all forces resolved upward should become 0. So now we get T cos theta minus mg equals 0. T is equal to mg over cos theta, or T cos theta is equal to mg. Similarly, the particle does not move inward or outward of the circle. So the particle doesn't move towards the center or outside of the center of the circle. So all horizontal forces resolved along the center of the circle should be 0. So we get T cos 90 minus theta minus m omega square del sin theta equals 0. Cos 90 minus theta is sin theta, so we can divide sin theta by sin theta. So we get T equals ml omega squared. Now we have got two equations. T cos theta is equal to mg, T equals ml omega squared. These two equations, along with the equation for period or period of oscillation as well as frequency, we can solve any problems of conical pendulum. These two are the equations we need to know, especially on conical pendulum. That is, T cos theta is equal to mg, T equals ml omega squared. Be careful, T here is the tension of the string. Proving acceleration. In many situations, we find this acceleration of circular motion is a little bit confusing. So therefore, I have given the proof of this acceleration. But this proof is only for students who are doing mathematics. Students who are doing physics, you just need only the formula. Now a particle moves in a circle. The radius is r and the speed is v, which is a constant, and this particle moves in a horizontal plane. It starts at A and has moved to B in t seconds. This diagram shows the situation. Theta is the angle this particle has rotated. Since radius and the tangent are perpendicular, we get another theta which is outside the circle. Acceleration along AO is v cos pi over 2 minus theta minus v cos pi over 2 divided by t. Now cos pi over 2 minus theta is sin theta and cos pi over 2 is 0. So the acceleration becomes v sin theta over t. But v is r omega, that is r theta over t. Therefore, t is going to be r theta divided by v. Now the acceleration becomes v sin theta divided by r theta, which is divided by v, which is going to be v squared sin theta over r theta. To get the instantaneous acceleration, we have to get the limit where theta tends to 0. So instantaneous acceleration is limit theta tends to 0, v squared sin theta divided by r theta, which is going to be v squared over r or r omega squared. Recall that the limit theta tends to 0, sin theta over theta is 1. Now the instantaneous acceleration perpendicular to AO, that is limit theta tends to 0, v minus v cos theta over t. When theta tends to 0, cos theta is 1. So v minus v is 0. So the acceleration is going to be 0. Thank you. To get new videos, subscribe on the channel. අපගේ නව වීඩියෝ ලබා ගැනීම සඳහා subscribe කරන්න. Click on notification button to get notifications. If this video was useful, click on like. මෙම වීඩියෝව ප්‍රයෝජනවත් නම් like උඩ ක්ලික් කරන්න. ස්තුතියි.